everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are taking a look at what can you expect next in terms of your work. Now you have three piles in front of you. Please make sure to pick one that speaks to you, and if you still cannot make a choice based on feathers or the birds basically this time, then you have these plates that can help you make your choice. I'll give you some time and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've picked pile 1, this is what you can expect next when it comes to your work, your career, your studies, all of the above. And okay, we'll start off with your tarot, but you have lots, and of course I'm going to be including tea leaf cards which will help us gain that extra clarity. From your tarot, you have 2 of Pentacles. Okay, you have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. You have 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, and you have 4 of Cups. So clearly, work-wise, things are really starting to move in your favor. Like, you're probably going to reach a point where you really enjoy your work. But along with enjoyment, you'll also get the appreciation that you deserve. Sometimes this appreciation can even come with a raise. And in fact, for a couple of you who have not been in jobs, maybe you will get a new job, which will bring you the satisfaction that you so desire. But not only is the satisfaction, okay, money-wise also, finance-wise also, you're getting a very, very good upgrade. And this is not just everyday upgrade, okay? This is like you're going to be having enough to meet your everyday needs, but you're also going to be able to spend your money on luxury. Sometimes the work that you're doing may come with perks, okay, may give you an apartment along with it, or maybe you have extra services attached to your work, but that is possible. But not only you, because of the work that you're doing, your family life will be uplifted. But along with that, there is a strong message of you getting like a personality makeover as well. Like for example, if you were a little bit underconfident when it comes to your work, you will now, because of the achievement that you've had, get a major boost in your confidence as well. Maybe you'll also become much more in tune with how you're supposed to be dressing and how you're supposed to be carrying yourself. Okay, lifestyle upgrade is also something that I see for you because of your work situation. But along with that, your responsibilities are also increasing. Sometimes it can be like you will be put in charge of 2 things, 2 projects. Or maybe for a couple of you, you may do 2 things. Like you may study along with work, or you may pursue like a hobby along with work. But you're like very busy. Like you need to really balance everything. Sometimes maybe family responsibilities also may interfere with your work a little bit. But that's okay, you are able to manage it beautifully. But sometimes, okay, in this satisfactory zone, there may be a little bit of boredom. A little bit of boredom, like, oh, everything is great, but I want more. So that kind of feeling is there, but you'll be able to get over it. Okay, that's also coming forth. And one more thing, I feel like when it comes to your career, you will not so much be making emotional decisions, but they are going to be backed up by firm logic. If something is practical in your mind, that's going to happen. And if you feel like, oh, I'm doing this, but this is not really practical, you may actually end up not doing it. Remember one thing, you have to like be little careful about confrontation, okay, because your confidence level is really boosting, and you have a little tendency over the next couple of weeks to become sort of a know-it-all. You may not be open to learning as much as you should because you clearly know a lot, but keep that margin that, okay, I can learn more. Okay, that's a little bit of tendency that you may develop. From your Moonology, bring love into the situation. Now, this makes sense. Okay, if you're feeling a little bit bored, maybe it's time to refresh things a little bit, maybe try and do things differently, or then pursue something that you truly love. But you have to bring love into the situation. See, we can earn millions of bucks, but if that work doesn't give you happiness, if it's not something you love, then that dissatisfactory nature may continue. Yeah, so once again, you may want to then pick up something extra that actually brings you fulfillment, but anyway, bring love into the situation. Okay, this really makes sense, and this is like a confirmation out here. This is like the shape shifting card with the octopus. So once again, getting a makeover, paying very careful attention to the way you dress, the way you carry yourself. So extra spending on shopping, like getting like a image building thing, that's also happening for you. But you have to like slightly alter your physical appearance and mannerism. Yeah, that's coming through. Now, also what is happening here, you're becoming more sensitive. Okay, you're becoming very sensitive, and because of which you have to make little adjustments towards your work. See what may be happening, maybe because of circumstances, sometimes because of people you work with. You may become a little sensitive and then experience boredom because you're like, I wish there was something better. Yeah, but this is because you're becoming more sensitive. Yeah, so pay attention to that, and you have to have like a pattern here. Yeah, so if you are somebody who is not very disciplined, or who is like, I'll do things when I am okay with it, maybe you need some pattern in your life. Chop wood, carry water, it's like being disciplined. Getting up in the morning, like having your breakfast, paying attention to your physical health, making like a schedule list. So those things may be necessary for you, and that is lacking a little bit. Yeah, so you need that proper establishment for yourself. And intricacies. Okay, now this is like telling you that you have to continue working hard, because clearly the way you're doing things is working for you. And if you keep working hard, there is absolutely no stopping you from becoming the best in business. But of course, for people who are best in business, they put more hard work than anybody. Sometimes smart work too, but that effort, I want to do this, I'll do this to the best of my ability. That has to be there for you. Yeah, which is why that intricacy, that little details need to be taken care of. And BPs. See what is happening, you're becoming very, very sensitive. Maybe energy sensitive is also possible. So you have to ensure that before going to work, you meditate. And if you don't want to meditate, it's absolutely okay. Just sit still and breathe. Breathe 2 times, deep breathe 5 times, but that deep breathing, and center yourself, because you have to be peaceful, because that is like slightly missing for you, and maybe that is why the energy thing is really, really getting disturbed. Yeah, but you have to be peaceful and then get down to whatever it is that you want to do. I'll give you your tea leaf cards and see what more is coming for you. Let's see. Okay. Solid foundation, success with effort. Absolutely. See, once again, with intricacies and industry, so you need to have like a solid foundation. Once again, inner foundation, being a centered being, that is important. Yeah, see, without a strong foundation, the tower will just collapse. So that basics need to be very clear, and success will come to you, but with effort. Of course, success is always this way. Now, dealings or relationship with a woman. So maybe you have like a female boss or a female colleague who will be able to help you or guide you to do your job a little bit better. Yeah, that's also there. Time to go out and have fun. So of course, it is important for you to have a discipline, and the reason why discipline is important is then you will be able to give time to things that you actually love doing, like hanging out in a cafe, going out with friends, watching movies. That's important. So you have to schedule that fun time for yourself also. Once again, you cannot always keep working, so make sure you go out and have fun as well. What's this? Okay, great happiness. Okay, great happiness. But once again, with harp, harp is a very complicated instrument to master. Let me tell you this. I've tried my hand at it, but it's just beyond me. That's what I feel right now. But, it's very, very minute when it comes to learning. So, with this, I'm really getting like maybe you have to pay attention to details. Yeah, really get into it. And of course, the happiness part is there. It's music. Bring music in your work. Bring harmony in your work. That's there too. Love, deep affection and caring. So once again, these can be 2 things. One can be an office romance, very possible. And again, bring love into the situation. So whatever you're doing, you have to love it. if you find something you love, you will not have to work one day of your life, because it will just be like, oh, this is fun. New creative ideas, new venture, and a fresh start. So for a couple of you may like start a new designation at work or a new job entirely, or you may have new creative ideas, which is why maybe you had that solid foundation again starting from scratch. That is also there for you. And do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Okay, so once again, if you feel like certain things are tough, or maybe you feel like, oh, this is going to take more work that I'm up for, you have to be strong. Bull-headed, they call it for a reason, because if a bull wants to charge, a bull wants to charge. So that is somebody you have to be. And money will be coming to you, absolutely. Money was absolutely very, very strong, and that's going to be continuing for you. I'll give you a couple of more. Someone is behaving stupidly. Okay, now again, somebody at work may actually be a little bit silly. Okay, and honestly, there is no remedy to do that. You can just ignore and just take the high road. And birth of a child, or news of a birth, or a new business opportunity. So business wise also you may have an opportunity. Then this really makes sense, with Two of Pentacles, having two things to do, having to master like the managing of two things. So that's also possible for you. Yeah, I'll give you a couple of messages from Baba and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see what Baba has to say. Okay, so when it comes to any help that you need from Baba, Baba is available all the time. Yeah, just communicate with him, tell him what you need help with, and he is going to be there to guide you. And compassion. See, once again, with compassion, maybe you can help somebody learn something at work. So if you feel like, somebody is not as good at something as you are, help them out. Be compassionate. Sometimes what happens, with bosses, if somebody subordinate to them is not able to perform according to, their expectation, they are just very harsh with them. So if you know somebody at work who's like that, help them out. You will be like benefited from the divine. Yeah, but help people. And miracle. Yeah, so look out for miracles. Clearly they may happen in your life. I'll give you a couple of more and we'll wrap it up. Personal growth. Okay, so along with career, you may learn a lot, which results in personal growth, or maybe your career is teaching you a lot, so learn those lessons well. Mother Earth. Okay, now this is also telling you that you have to take care of Mother Earth. Yeah, so this really talks about like planting trees, like catering to Mother Nature. And let me tell you this, when it comes to plants, okay, even watering them is considered charity. Yeah, it's a very high level kind of charity. Or if you plant a tree that will 10 years down the line bear fruit and somebody benefits from that fruit, every time a person eats that fruit, you're going to be benefiting. So this again talks about karma. Yeah, that's important as well. So pay attention to your karma. Okay, and oneness. So once again, this really highlights like your spiritual life, and also oneness is like being centered. And you had the message of like the dove. So use your spiritual life to ground you in a way that every other area of your life benefits. Yeah, so just chant the name of a god, because that also like gives you good luck when it comes to your work. So maybe do that. Okay, one god, whichever god you love, but you can do that, and this will help you like gain that fruits from the divine. Okay, and that will then help you a lot more when it comes to your work. People think our spiritual life, our work, our relationships, three are very, very different things. No, the more you spiritually develop, the more rewards you get from the divine, and life in general becomes easy. That's something I know to be true, and if you just try it out in your own life, I'm sure this will work for you as well. That's my a little bit advice as I wrap this video. I will see you in my next one, but as I wrap this up, I will leave you with all of my prayers for your success, not only today but always. I'll see you. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are your messages relating to your career. So let's look at what you can expect next. Alright, I'll start with tarot, but you have so many more, so stay tuned for that. You have King of Pentacles, you have the Empress, okay, you have the Hanged Man, okay, you have the Judgment, and you have Seven of Swords. Okay, you are arriving at a very very interesting point in your career, pile 2. See what is happening, it is really important for you moving forward to just slow down a little bit, to evaluate your work, to evaluate what you're doing, and to then rectify certain mistakes on your part. So certain adjustments are required for you before moving forward. Sometimes it can also mean that you decide that, okay, this particular field of work or this particular job is more suited for me than others, and you may actually go in that direction. Or you may realize, okay, I need to make these changes. Once I make them, I'll be enough. Yeah, that is also possible for you. So though both scenarios may play out, but there's a little bit slowing down. See, don't try to hurry to reach your goal. Don't try to hurry to reach the end point and miss little details. Yeah, so example, we have projects, we all work on projects. So if you're like just worrying about finishing it without looking into details, without understanding the purpose of it, you will actually not really benefit as much as you would if you just slow down and do things methodically. Especially a warning for all of my student friends. So if you're like leaving things to options, okay, I'm just going to study this bit and not that bit, that will not be the best way to do about it. But moving forward, I also feel like you are going to be coming into a lot of prosperity, lot of abundance, like satisfaction relating to career, of course, but you'll end up where you truly are very very happy. But before that, these adjustments are very very required for you. Yeah, money wise, you're really entering a period that is especially prosperous for you, and you're going to be comfortable doing what you want to do. Along with that, you also get help from somebody who is very very unexpected. Like you did not expect it, oh, this person is going to help me out, and you get help from it. But also moving forward, I feel like there is a great amount of rise in your money level, and then taking correct decisions relating to money is also there. So especially I feel like those who are working in finance related careers, you guys will actually benefit a lot more. And especially those who are into industries which require service, you guys are also going to be doing very very well. Yeah, just change a little bit, alter a little bit, and you'll be fine. Yeah, that's what's coming through for you. Let's look at your oracles. You'll get a lot more clarity. Step out of your comfort zone. See what is happening, maybe you're playing in your comfort zone a little bit too much, because of which you're doing things that you've always been doing. You're following patterns that you've always been following, and hence the result that you get are results that you've always got. So if you want to be better, if you want to do better, you have to change your patterns a little bit and step out of your comfort zone. Try something you've never done. Apply for a job that you did not even expect you'll get, and you may actually get it. For a couple of you, in fact, if you can find a job which is away from the place you're currently living, in a different city, in a different country, working remotely, you will actually have more success. Yeah, that's coming forth. So not in your birthplace. Yeah, that's coming through. You'll get more like benefit from working in a foreign company. Now, but moving forward, what's going to happen is, because of all of these, thinking and rethinking, you will get the clarity that you seek. Once that is done, you'll be like, oh, now I understand how to make things happen, how to do things. Yeah, but you'll be able to see clearly. Then is what is coming through. Once again, you need some kind of advice is what I'm getting here. Like advice, support from somebody. See, when it comes to becoming an artist, if you are just like a regular school person, you need guidance to then fine tune your art as well. Yeah, if I decide that, okay, I want to just start a business and I have absolutely no idea how to do it, then I need somebody's advice. So if you want to go to the next level, you need guidance. Yeah, please make sure you take it seriously, from a teacher, from a mentor, from a boss, but pay attention to that. And also you're required to consider the opportunities and possibilities that are open to you, because multiple may be available. Yeah, so once again I told you, you may be moving in a different direction or doing things differently. So weighing your options once again is very important. How is this for me personally? How is this for me long term? Those are the things that are going to be on your mind, and rightly so. And once again, you have like get clear on your intention. In doing whatever you are doing, what is your intention? You need a focus, okay? I feel like, are you doing too many things? Are you interested in too many things, which is why you're lacking focus? So basically for you, pile 2, the clear advice is drop multiple things and stick to one. Stick to one, do it well, and you'll be fine. Yeah, you need that focus point, one focus point, to achieve your goals really beautifully. And message in a bottle. So you may actually be getting a message very soon. Maybe a letter, a visa letter, promotion letter, offer letter. All of these letters, okay, you may possibly receive. I'll give you your tea leaf cards and let's see what more is coming for you. Okay, now you have spiritual guidance and protection from harm. So when it comes to your work situation, you have angelic help. Yeah, so angels are protecting whatever changes are coming, and you are going to be guided. And things will not always be this way. So a change is coming, and the change is basically needed, Whatever changes are happening, they are absolutely needed. You will be shown the way. Okay, so basically when you need that direction, you will be getting it from the right person. Sometimes through your own intuition is also possible. Okay, triumph over obstacles and trouble. So if you are currently going through times where you are like facing a little bit of difficulties regarding your work, you will be able to triumph over them. Yeah. And an emotional, secure, loving family is important to you. I feel like there is a family influence when it comes to your career. Sometimes it happens, especially in Asian cultures, where, what the family says is right. Like when it comes to anything, we consult our families. That's just the way we are. Yeah. So maybe that is important for your family to approve of you. But then what do you really want remains the question. What do you expect from your life? Yeah, that's important. Of course, family is very important and it should be rightly. But career wise, you have to be a little bit more practical is what is coming through. Success assured with good plans and hard work. So you need some plans, okay? Like, are you like not having any plan right now and just going about things like going with the flow? Right now is not the time for that. Your intention has to be clear, that one focal point has to be clear. Please drop multiple things and stick to one that you truly love. That is honestly my advice. And successfully overcoming a problem. You will be able to overcome your problems. Now, I truly feel you need Baba's guidance. Let's see what Baba has to say. Okay, Baba gives his devotees what they want in the hope that they will begin to want what he wants. So whatever, if you have some kind of wish, Baba is going to help you fulfill it. Yeah, he is in your life as a teacher. Okay, and if you don't know Baba, then this could be any other ascended master that you know. But that person is there in your mind. Never doubt the power of Baba, have faith. So for you to succeed when it comes to your work, your faith is very important. See, don't take very lightly the presence of a spiritual master. And when you have an influence of a spiritual master, their basic, eye is on everything you do. They can change little things and you can prosper like no other. Yeah. So that faith is important for you even when it comes to your work. Baba's grace is on you. For you in your life, it's all about grace from a higher power you believe in, or Baba, whichever way you see it. But that grace is always necessary. Without grace, nothing can happen. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting these three. Let's take this. Patience. You need patience, okay? You need to be a little bit more patient in your work as you make adjustments, especially. And love your true self. See, once again, I'm really getting this, make yourself happy. Ask yourself, what do I want in terms of my work, and get down to working on it. Yeah, you have to be happy first, okay? Make yourself happy, especially when it comes to your work, and keep working hard. Keep working hard. See, remember, Baba is with you all the time. Yeah? And connect to the child within. See, this really tells me, if there was some work that you really loved doing as a child, like this was something that made you supremely happy, connect with that child and ask the child, what do you want to do? And the answer will be loud and clear. Yeah? So maintain that connection and you will get the answer. But some reflection on your part is mandatory. Yeah, just that's a little thing that you need to pay attention to. Overall, that is what I have for you when it comes to your career. As always, I will leave you with nothing but my best wishes for your work always and forever. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to hear when it comes to your work. Let's see what's coming through. Okay, we're going to be starting off with your tarot and then we'll move on to your oracles. Okay. I get a feeling like, moving forward, you have certain very important decisions to take, okay? And these decisions are regarding your future. How things are going to be like 4 years down the line, how things are going to be like 10 years down the line. So future-oriented decision making is something that you will be doing. But along with that, I see a satisfaction coming into you with regards to your work. For a couple of you, it is very, very likely that you may change your job, but the change is coming for you, and this is because of a choice that you are making. But remember this, whatever choices that are going to be coming upon you, if you make them right, depending on what you are happy with, what makes you comfortable, they will give you greater amount of joy. For a couple of you, in fact, promotion is coming. The satisfaction with work is coming. You may actually get, news relating to that very, very soon. But money-wise also, you are entering a time which is more prosperous than the one you have been in. So you will reach a point where, you have more than enough and more than enough to give somebody as well. That's true. You are reaching a point where, people will come to you for advice. Even if they are like, older than you. If they have been in the organization for a very long time, they'll still look up to you in certain ways. Yeah. And then in which case, please make sure you're helping them out. Yeah. Giving advices to people, that's definitely coming for you. In fact, for a couple of you, if you make a job change right now, it is an ideal time for you. Just pick one that you've always wanted and go in that direction, because the entire timing for your work is just right. So career wise, you guys are good. In simple words is what I'm getting here. Just to ensure in whatever decisions you make, pay attention to long term, which is something you're already doing, but really do that, okay? One thing that you have to know, okay, you may have a tendency to spend a lot more money than usual. And then having like a savings plan is important, which may be lacking in the case of couple of you right now. Yeah, because you'll enjoy money so much, then then you'll not save. So that is a tendency you may develop even if you don't have it right now. So be careful about that. However, one thing you have to be very, very careful of because people are coming to you for advice, people are taking your guidance, you may become a little bit more egoistic and then say things that you actually don't mean, but the other person like constructs it in a very different way and misunderstands. So certain misunderstanding, certain arguments at work are likely to. So especially if you're working in a group environment, be a little bit careful. But you're going to be very, very popular. Now, there is also a need for you to be a little bit flexible. Yeah, see, the way you're doing things are great, but little bit of bending according to, the wind is also essential. Because the person who doesn't bend and says my way is the highway sometimes finds themselves in a soup. So be a little bit flexible, okay? That's important. But remember, you have the freedom to do whatever it is that you want. So if you want to change a job, you have the option of changing a job. And if you want to stay where you are, you have an option to do that as well. And if you want to move into doing something completely unrelated to what you're doing right now, you have that freedom too. Because see, career wise, no matter where you go right now, you have the Midas touch. Things will be good for you. Yeah, that's coming through. One thing is necessary for all of my friends who have a tendency to overwork. Disconnect from your work mentally. See, you may be leaving office, come back to work, but you're still thinking about work, and that then affects your health. So meditation, if not meditation, just forget it and go out and take a walk. Walk a dog if you have a dog, But that walking meditation to just disconnect is important, and alone, okay? Animals are allowed, humans are not, because you need to spend that time and disconnect. See, what happens is, because we are these days so much into the work zone, that creative ideas, new ideas cannot come if our mind is preoccupied, which may be happening to you. Yes, just pay attention to it. But remember this, when it comes to your work, okay, you are fine, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Yeah, even if sometimes you feel like, oh, that is not the case, this is the place where you're meant to be, because you're learning the maximum that you can here, exactly where you're supposed to be. And look at that, prosperity lies ahead. And once again, this really tells me that prosperity lies ahead with planning. Yeah, so those of you who are going to be spending a lot more, save first. See, this talks about prosperity lies ahead, but with careful planning. Because like Taurus is all about, meticulously doing little things, having lists, having proper written records. That's important. Yeah, so please make sure you're just paying a little attention to that. Save, spend, of course, spending is great, but save too. You have something important such as a new job or a raise. Yes. Once again, new job, the possibility is there, of course, but a raise is also possible. So interdepartmental transfer or change of responsibilities possible. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Yeah, again, waiting for you to find it. So something new, something different is also possible for you. And you have the freedom to decide what you want to do. Victory in some endeavor, because clearly you have a very, very lucky streak going for you. New opportunities, possibilities and paths are opening up. So yes, opportunities are there, okay? Now whether you want to pass through them or not is clearly up to you. Great fortune. See, money wise you guys are always fine, okay? Spending wise also you're like more than fine. Spiritual development, enlightenment, aware and understanding. So spiritually as well, somehow you're moving to the next level. And torch, once again, showing others the way, like I was mentioning here, you may be able to guide others, advise others. Again, that's possible. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So both, of course. And then, this makes sense too. You need to disconnect, of course, but that meditation is also essential to really disconnect from everything. And meeting with a stranger could be important, okay? So maybe meeting new people, meeting strangers, going for an interview, very likely. Let's take messages from Baba. And the noise that you're hearing in the background is wind, okay? Because it's a very, very windy day. The world is your home, be happy wherever you are. This really talks to me about freedom. You can honestly right now do anything and you'll still gain happiness, because your job, in this world, even when it comes to your career, is discovery, is learning, is trying different things, because you'll be happy wherever you go. But your mind is restless somehow, and yeah, then again, yes, correct. Yeah, but your mind has tremendous power, and surrender it to Baba and let him direct it. So if you are not able to make a decision, give it up to Sai Baba. He'll help you out too. Okay, I'll give you these two. Write down your dreams. Baba often conveys messages through your dreams. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams. And once again, this also speaks to me about a vision board. Having a vision board of your life. What do you want 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Vision board, very, very important. All truly spiritual paths lead to God. Follow the path you are most suited to. Whatever you like, you can definitely take that up. But for you, a spiritual life is equally important along with your professional life. Meditation, of course. Okay, ego is showing up. So once again, I told you, you have to watch your words then when things are going around, people are taking your advice. So, be a little bit nicer. So that's important. And okay, these two I'll take. Be a lighthouse. Yes, once again, it's all adding up for you. See, you had the torch as well. So you are the person who will guide others in your workplace. That's coming through. Desire, what is it that you want? Again, goes well with the dreaming card, yeah? So what do you want? And make a vision board out of it. Non-attachment. Okay, now listen, when it comes to ego, especially because a little bit of ego is developing for you associated with your career, then whatever you're doing, just give it up as service. Just think about this, when it comes to your work, if you're giving advice to somebody, think as if, you're doing this for God. Do something, let it go. Do something, let it go. Don't be over attached. That over attachment, then builds ego and then takes us in a very different zone, which is something you have to avoid. See, if you have to guide others, then that is something that is a little bit more important than others. Yeah, so these are the things that you need to know when it comes to your career. And as always, as I wrap this up, I want to leave you with all of my best wishes for your career. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.